Welcome to day 29 of our 30-day countdown towards the Further Maths GCSE. Now, yesterday we were asked to expand this bracket, but to the power of 4. Now, when we do a power of 4, it's not going to be sensible to try and expand a bracket, a double bracket, and then expand that answer and expand that answer again. We can actually use something called binomial expansion to do it near enough instantly for us. Now, for this, we're going to use Pascal's triangle to get what we call the binomial coefficients. So with our triangle, it starts off 1, 1, 1 like this. It always is a 1 on the outside, and then for the next term inside, you add the 2 above. So 1 plus 1 is 2, and then a 1 on the outside. We start again, 1 on the outside, 1 plus 2 is 3, 2 plus 1 is 3, 1 on the outside. 4, 6, 4, 1 on the outside. Now this tells us the coefficients of when we expand brackets of different powers. So this is a bracket of 0, power, power of 1, power of 2, power of 3, and power of 4. So this is the row we are interested in. So we're going to expand this bracket. What we do is we start by writing our coefficient here. We take our first term, so our first term is the 3x, and we put it to the power of 4. We then write our next term, and we start with 0. Now notice how this power and this power add together to give you the power of the bracket that we're expanding. We then add, and we're going to start again with that coefficient, so 4. We're going to take our first term 3x, but this time we're going to drop one of the powers. So it was 4 on the first one. Now we're dropping it down to a 3. And we're going to take our 2, and this time we're going to raise it by a power to the power of 1. Again, notice how my power for my 3x and my power of my 2 add together to give me this power up here. So we're going to keep going using our coefficients, decreasing the powers of the first term and increasing the powers of the second term. 4, 3x to the power of 1, 2 to the power of 3. And we finish off with power of 1, 3x to the power of 0, and 2 to the power of 4. Now, let's just tidy up a few things. So anything to the power of 0 is just going to be 1. So that's 1, that's 1. And at this point, we calculate. So we look at our numbers and we calculate what they multiply together to give me. So the first one, we're going to have 1 multiplied by 3 to the power of 4, which is going to give us 81. And then we've got x to the power of 4. Second term, we're going to have 4 multiplied by 3 cubed times 2, which is going to be 216. Now, of course, if this is in the calculator paper, you just put this all into your calculator. If it's not, you're going to have to work out each of these things individually and then work them out yourself, which is not going to be too tricky, just a bit more time consuming. So 6 times 3 squared times 2 squared is going to give me 216 x squared. 4 times 3 times 2 cubed, it's going to give me 96. That's just the power of x. And finally, 1 times 2 to the power of 4, which is 16. Make sure you've got x's decreasing in powers each time, and we have our coefficients of just a single number out the front. So today's question is writing our quadratic here in the completing the square form.